called Kerala. It's like the south of India. It's the tropical region of India, and that's where I born. But I studied in different state called Chennai, then I was dancing in another state called Karnataka, and then I also was working around India quite a lot. And since the last 6-7 years, I've been traveling back and forth, Europe and India, for work, like to do projects and teaching and blah, blah, blah. And now from last 3 years, I settled in Zurich, Switzerland. I've been teaching when I was doing Bollywood itself, the age of 15, 16, I've been studying, teach different things, but being in the position of teacher, I've been having it since then. And then this company, when we were working, I was working with the kids in the school and also amateurs in the evening. And then when I started traveling abroad, in the beginning I came for job, like to work for companies, basically. I used to do auditions, I used to get selected, but because of my papers, I never got job. So after 1 week, 2 weeks of the audition, they say, oh, we cannot work with you because of the papers, blah, blah, blah. And a friend of mine asked me to give a training in a company in Brussels called Sidil Arabi. So, but in coloring. They said, can you train them in coloring because they want to have a warm-up. So I went and gave class, and somebody saw the class, Ben, I guess you guys know. He liked it, and then he introduced me to Roberto Olivan, and then from there things start to open up. And so that's how I kind of started into teaching more professionals in Europe, and then also sometimes in India. So when I started teaching, it was quite simple training. Training your body, you become flexible, strong, powerful, blah, blah, blah. And then as time passed by, I'm also following yogic principles and these philosophies and everything. And somehow I feel like even though you're on stage, you're a complete being who's there on stage. You have a body, you're thinking, you have emotions on stage. And so I try to train in all the aspects. Even though it's a physical class, it's a class that you are entering through a physicality, but you touch upon all the aspects that you have. And it's a training that you train in every way. How to deal with your thoughts, how to deal with your emotions, how to deal with your energy that you have. And so I try to emphasize in everything. And also there's one of the key quote that I quite often say in my classes, Aham Brahmasmi. It comes from yogic principles, which means I am the universe. And what that means is that whatever you see out there, and you and me and blah, 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 we all made of the same ingredient. And whatever's here, it's out there, and etc., etc. And if you look at in old times, like in ancient mystic sciences, people used to go through certain practice to sense and feel these aspects of themselves. And whereas if you look at science, in one side they're doing research on particles and atoms and things like that. When we go to that world, it makes sense. They're all saying the same thing. We're all the same ingredient guys. But however, I also question me being an artist, what am I busy with? Do I want to just show my body on stage? And if I have these aspects in me, which is supposed to be the truth, what am I busy with my research? So I feel that I'm trying to develop a process, a way where we can start going layer by layer inside to start seeing if I can sense these aspects in me, if I can feel these aspects in me. But I believe if I go there and if I can sense and feel it consciously, magic can happen. I teach what I learn, basically. I mean, when I say learn, like every single thing that I read from my home, from the conversation that I have with my parents, to what I see a child playing, to everything is feeding me into what I'm doing in my class. What I see over the time is that we started dancing accidentally or whatever, and we found a passion in there. Wow, I love this, it's great, it's amazing, and we went on with it. And then in time, you saw somebody's dancing better, some professional, you want to get there, you went there. And then you see companies working, I want to come in that company, I want to go and get in training school. So you had this desire and a passion and a fire inside, and then there's an ambition which comes over and wanting to be something. And then unfortunately the world we are living right now, not able to offer that everybody's desire. And I see lots of people getting depressed because of that, and they even want to stop what they're doing because of that. So I always tell people, don't go to that. If you happen to get there, it's great. If If you want to be in a company, if you happen to go through an audition, you get it's great, I'm happy for you. But try to dance for that fire that you had, and let this fire grow. And try to dance for yourself. Even if you're in one class, what is the intention as an artist or as a human being? You can put it however you want. How does this feeding you? And let this grow every day. So if you're in a company, how can I learn from this choreographer, where I can after go and use this knowledge to grow myself? How can I learn from this teacher, where I can use this for my intention to grow? So rather than preparing yourself and putting 20 years of training for someone else, use all that experience to grow yourself as a person, as an artist, however you want to be. And if you happen to be with the great people, it's great. You have that experience too. So I feel that it's ultimately simple. Just grow.